The Navy just ordered the Orca, an extra-large unmanned submarine by Boeing. The Orca unmanned autonomous submersible will be capable of crossing entire oceans and fulfilling a variety of missions, from hunting mines to sinking submarines. The U.S. Navy has awarded a contract to Boeing for 4 extra-large unmanned underwater vehicles, ELUUVs. In other words, giant drone subs. The unmanned submarines, called Orcas, will be able to undertake missions from scouting to sinking ships at very long ranges. Drone ships like the Orca will revolutionize war at sea, providing inexpensive, semi-disposable weapon systems that can fill the gaps in the front line, or simply go where it's too dangerous for manned ships to go. The contract, announced today, stipulates Boeing will get $43 million for fabrication, test, and delivery of 4 Orca extra-large unmanned undersea vehicles.
If I choose one word to describe EchoVoyager, awesome. It is a complete, game-changing approach to how autonomous underwater systems will be used in the future. Boeing has been involved in undersea systems, advanced undersea systems, for about 50 years now. Echo Ranger is our 18-foot test bed, and Echo Seeker is our 32-foot test bed. And I consider them both test beds because they only operate on their own for about 2 to 3 days at a time. They require the surface ship for the launch and recovery. The reason why we had the family was to get the stepping stones necessary so that we had the confidence and the history and the skill set to do the system. What we came up with Echo Voyager is a way to do those same missions without the requirement of a surface ship for the launch and recovery. Any of those missions can now be conducted significantly lower cost with the advent of Echo Voyager. That's a capability that does not exist today. And so instead of looking at solving today's problems, what Boeing decided to do was come up with this game-changing paradigm capability shift that allows our customers to continually do today's missions and future missions in a far more cost-effective manner. Think of the Gulf oil spill. If we had the baseline water chemistry of the Gulf before that tragic event, we would have been able to take that baseline information and then go back out and do subsequent surveys and determine how fast or how slow the Gulf is recovering. It can do a lot of that processing while it's out at sea and then surface and provide the information back to its users really almost in a near real-time environment. Versus today, you go out there with a surface ship, you lower probes, you collect information, or you tow a remote-operated vehicle, and you have that large time constant in between going out there to get the data. Echo Voyager was not designed for one customer in mind. Think about how the 737 is a commercial airline, but it's also got a derivative for the PA program. This is the same thing. It's a baseline vehicle that has the ability to carry a wide variety of payloads for a multiple set of customers. The United States defense budget is not going up. NOAA's budget's not going up. Our international customers' budgets are not going up. But the requirements are. So they have to have a different way to do today's missions in a significantly more cost-effective manner. Echo Voyager is that solution.
ELUUVs and associated support elements. That's just over $10 million per boat. What does the Navy get? A lot. The Orca is based on the Echo Voyager technology demonstration sub. That boat is an unmanned diesel-electric submarine launched and recovered from a pier. It has a range of 6,500 nautical miles and can run completely alone for months at a time. It measures 51 by 8.5 by 8.5 feet and has a weight in the air of 50 tons. The sub features an inertial navigation system, depth sensors, and can surface to get a fix on its position via GPS. It uses satellite communications to phone home and report information or receive new orders. Echo Voyager can dive to a maximum depth of 11,000 feet and has a top speed of 8 knots. One crucial piece of Echo Voyager is the modular payload system that allows it to take on different payloads to support different missions. The unmanned sub has an internal cargo volume of 2,000 cubic feet with a maximum length of 34 feet and a capacity of 8 tons. It can also support external payloads hanging off the hull. How much Orca will improve upon the tech already inside Echo Voyager is unknown. U.S. Naval Institute News says the Orca will be capable of mine countermeasures, anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, electronic warfare and strike missions. Orca could carry sonar payloads, sniffing out enemy submarines and then sending location data to friendly helicopters and surface ships. Orca could even pack Mk-46 lightweight torpedo to take a shot at an enemy sub itself. It could also carry heavier Mk-48 heavyweight torpedoes to attack surface ships, or even conceivably anti-ship missiles. Orca could drop off cargoes on the seabed, detect, or even lay mines. The modular hardware payload system and open architecture software ensures Orca could be rapidly configured based on need. This sort of versatility in a single, low-cost package is fairly unheard of in military spending. The nearest trophy equivalent is the Navy's Littoral Combat Ship, which costs $584 million each and has a crew of 40. While LCS is faster, has the benefit of an onboard crew, and carries a larger payload, Orca is autonomous, and cheaper by orders of magnitude. For missions such as anti-submarine warfare, dozens of cheaper Orcas could saturate an area better than a single surface ship or perhaps even a manned submarine. A single shore-based crew could control several Orcas, allowing the autonomous subs to operate independently for days or even weeks at a time before issuing fresh orders. Another benefit of unmanned submersibles, they're more or less disposable and can operate in dangerous waters without risking human lives. Orca could pretend to be a full-size submarine, waiting for enemy submarines to take a shot while a real Virginia-class nuclear-powered attack submarine sits back, waiting to ambush. Orca could take on dangerous missions such as laying mines in heavy defended waters, leaving behind a deadly surprise for enemies that think mine-laying in their waters is simply too dangerous for a manned submarine. Orca may or may not be a system that becomes a full-fledged member of the fleet, although the Navy's purchase of 4 of the drones indicates it does plan on using them for real-world missions. The Navy is probably purchasing enough to continue testing while having a few on hand for actual use. Inexpensive systems like Orca could go a long way towards one of the most understated promises of unmanned air, land, and sea drones, reversing the out-of-control costs of today's weapon systems. While the cost of manned ships may not be coming down anytime soon, inexpensive unmanned ships could bring overall costs down while adding capability to the fleet. If you want to watch the future of naval warfare unfold, keep an eye on the Orca. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and click the bell button below to receive notification for the next video.